Notre Dame acquired this house in 2002. Then it took us about 2 years to get it through planning and to get it fit for purpose for Notre Dame. So we think, and we always say, and nobody has contradicted me yet when I say this, that this is actually the oldest piece of property that the University of Notre Dame actually owns. So it gives Notre Dame a kind of a distinguished backstory, because the house here was erected in, give or take, 1794 or 1795. But Notre Dame looks after the building really, really well. And as I said earlier, Dublin people and Irish people are always very impressed by the fact that this distinguished piece of Irish heritage is so well looked after by a distinguished Irish American university like Notre Dame. Started its Irish Studies program in 1993, and then in 1998 it started its Dublin operation. And the 1990s was a very interesting decade in Irish and American history, because I think it is true to say that Irish America and Ireland had kind of disconnected over many years. But with the developments in technology, with the advance of the Irish economy, with the Irish American involvement in the peace process in the 1990s, there was a re-engagement of Irish America with Ireland. And Don Keogh, and we're the Keogh Naughton Centre here in O'Connell House, Don Keogh was a major figure in that re-engagement between America and Ireland. So the Notre Dame Irish Studies programme, Notre Dame's presence here in Merrion Square in Dublin, and Notre Dame's huge investment in Irish Studies is all part of a very vigorous, dynamic and really helpful re-engagement between Irish America and Ireland. And we like to think of Notre Dame as a kind of a crossroads where Ireland and America meet, so it's natural for Notre Dame to be at the heart of that conversation. And the other thing we think about the house is that it's a nice kind of warm feel to it. We deliberately chose colours which are restful and we hope kind of welcoming. But whenever you come in here, I would hope anyway, as director of the programme here, that there's always a nice welcoming feel, and that there's always that sense of coming in, and especially for our Notre Dame students who are so important to us, that when they come in, that this house feels like a home to them, and that it's warm, welcoming, hospitable, and there's always a cup of tea and a chat and an Irish welcome when you walk in our blue door here. One of the things that we did from the get-go here is that we have photographs of the almost 2,000 now Notre Dame students who have been through this programme. So every semester's group is up on the walls. And again, it's really nice for us is when our alums kind of come back, and they always make a beeline for where they are on the wall and kind of say, I was there as well. And it makes Notre Dame and Notre Dame students part of the long and distinguished history of this house. So it's a very nice progression, and in a way, as I say, the historic density and weight of the house fits very, very nicely. Notre Dame was founded in 1842, O'Connell died in 1847, so there's a nice kind of symmetry there. But when Notre Dame comes back to Ireland, Notre Dame is in, Ireland is in the DNA of Notre Dame. So for Notre Dame to come back here to Ireland, to come back to Dublin, to come back to O'Connell's ancestral home, it's a form of homecoming. And we always say when we're doing our job right, that O'Connell House becomes O'Connell home for our visiting Notre Dame family. And we've been lucky to host so many Notre Dame people, so many wonderful students, their parents, the Notre Dame benefactor community, the subway alums, everybody who feels well affected to our university. And this house functions brilliantly as a kind of a shop window for Notre Dame as well. And it's somewhere where Notre Dame people can feel there's a little bit of the blue and gold on the Emerald Isle.